Hi guys, I'm Asif Ali watching CGHOW video. Today we will make this cool effect in Unreal Engine Niagara, and I will make everything from material to texture to these particles, everything from scratch step by step. So you will learn each and everything. So let's dive in. So let's start this. So first I need to make a material for our sphere. So I'll call it M sphere. Okay, and I'll just preview sphere here and I'll just take the Fresnel and you can just make, if I just preview this is how it looks, but I want different settings, maybe two here and some power, so it will look good. And I want this to in here in both side on the emissive and base color. You can make it unlit if you want, so like this, but I want different color on the top and the bottom. So how do you do that? You can use texture coordinate, shift C. For the mask, take the green channel preview. It will give you this gradient from top to bottom, and you can use in Lerp, and then in the Lerp you can put two colors. Let's say I have some orangish and then I have some purple. And if I now preview this, depending on this gradient, these color are now like this, but the gradient I want little more sharper. So for that, what I can do, I can use SmoothStep, and let's say this is 0 0.5, 0 0.6. So the gradient will be like this, okay, half half. Now if I use this, my color will distribute properly. Then I can multiply these two with the Fresnel, so it will apply through the Fresnel like this. And this edge, if you want to blur it out a little bit, you can increase this maximum value, maybe 0.8. So it will little more faded. Cool. So this is what I want. Then I want the edge little more bright. So what I'll do, I'll use one more power here. Just grab the edge. So I want to increase this. So I'll adjust the edge. Maybe 10 will work. Okay. And then I will multiply it again. Then I will add back here. And this multiplier is actually the value how much brightness I want. So if I disable this, and now if I increase it like 50, the edge will be 50 times more brighter like this. So this is what I wanted. So this is perfect. Let me just save it. And I'll just take a Niagara, empty, and power up. I'll just take this minimal emitter. I just want one particle, so I will just use the spawn burst, one particle. It should spawn once, so go to the emitter state, use self, then once. So it will just spawn once, but it will die because it has life. So go to the state, turn this off, so now it will never die. So I'll delete this sprite render, take the mesh render, and here I will search a sphere, then I'll use this material here, override this and this. Let it preview. You can also animate this sphere like from 0 to scaling up, or you can just use like this static. So let's make it static. You can animate according to you. So I want to rotate it a little bit. So I'll just take the initial max rotation instead of random. I will rotate it maybe like this, like this. Yeah. Although it is 3D, I can rotate it with my mouse, but for that angle, I just want to rotate a little bit. Okay, now I want some sphere around it. So of course I will duplicate this and make it like 5, scale the particle size maybe 0.1, And then I'll take the sphere location. So now you can see these particles. So let's say I just want on the edge. Now you can see all these. So if I just make it like 50, now you can see how it's going. So now you can decrease the size of your sphere according to your requirement. And I want like maybe 10. And then the size I want random. So it is 0.1. I'll go 0.1, 0.01 like this. Cool. Then I want some rings around it. So I will make the material for that. Although I have already, but let's create it again. And ring. I want actually half ring. So what I'll do, I'll actually take the radial. Let's make the material unlit. I'll take the radial. This is my radial. And if I make this density like 100, it will be sharper. Okay. And let's decrease the size. It's too big. 0.4. Then I'll take one more radial and I'll use the same radius. I use the same density. But if I offset it, like the center is 0.5, let's use 0.5 for now. And if I subtract from one another, so it will be 0. It will be black because both has exact same size. But if I offset a little bit, 0.6, now you will start seeing this arc. And I think 0.55 is enough. So it depends how you want to use it. So I'll just take the mm, append to append vector actually. I'll connect this here. I'll make this zero point 0.5 and the second value I'll use through the dynamic parameter. So this is actually offset and I will decide this offset in the particle how much I want. By default, let's set it 0.6. And this density, I will also decide it in the particle. So density. And by default, you can make it 50 if you want. Okay, so this is our material. Let's use the particle color here. Let's make it translucent. Cool. So I'll just save it. I'll browse this here. I'll duplicate my emitter. It has one particle. I want sprite render, and then I want to use that material, and then I will use dynamic parameter to control all these things. So this is by default, and this is camera facing. So first I want to like align it on a axis. So I will just use align to mesh orientation. By default, it will take X. You can use different axes. Let's fix this. So now if I increase the size of the sprite like this, you can see now, and now we can decide how much thickness we want. Maybe this much or this much. And then we can decide how much fairness we want. Like this much is enough. I'll make the color of this maybe same orangish. And this is like, and this should be two-sided. So let me go to material and turn on the two sides, save again. So now this is two-sided. And now I want these random size around it. So what I'll do, let's say I have 3 and I have random rotation. So now, and also the size, it's 230 right now. So maximum 230, minimum 100. So now you can see, but these are all random. So sometime it will overlap. So what you can do, instead of random rotation, you can use this and then take the execution index. So per particle, it will decide a rotation. So they will not overlap always. Cool. So this is up to you how you want it. And if you want to add rotation rate, you can do that like this. You can also increase maybe 10 or maybe 5. 10 is cool, kind of plan it. And you can also do one more thing. I'll just go to here, make a material, and I'll just call it color. Let's make it unlit, and I'll take the particle color. I just want flat color. So I'll just save it, browse it. In here, I will duplicate this emitter, this one. Just change the material and then take the color here. I'll take the same color which I have used here for the rings. Now these are all ring color, but these I'm using sphere. So instead of sphere, I will use torus, and I will use this 0. So it will be flat on surface like this. But let me just increase the spawn rate just to check how it's working. So if I isolate both, the axis is not matching. So I think I'm doing something. It should be aligned. But, oh, I have mesh rotation, that's why. Now it's aligning. And now we can change the size of our torus. Maybe I'll use 5 here or maybe 8. And we can decrease this, maybe 10. And then we can reduce this to maybe 10. And size maybe zero point 0.3, zero point 0.2. Cool. So now you have rings, and you have with the rings with the same color dots, and then other particles also. So this is how you make this kind of effect. You can do a lot of thing in this if you want, but I think that's it.